This is a demo on how Cinerscope can be used to explore open data from a museum collection. We have collected a number of records, 57,000 in total, basically one for every object within the museum's collection. We have loaded them into this tool and processed them with a deep learning image processing algorithm. We have geocoded these locations so that you can use a map to actually interact with the data. And every single one of these views is actually joined. So if I want to see what objects have been found in the northern parts of the Netherlands, I can instantly see not only the photos of the object, but also what these objects have in common. They have all been tagged with pottery, and they are mostly from the Middle Ages. This kind of query interface helps you move through the data. It is not just about being able to find a single object, but it's about picking out an object, collection, or concept and navigating around that. So one of the first things I can do is pick one of these objects, and I can see this little cloud on the top right here. And this cloud positions images close to each other if it thinks the images are similar. Which means if I make a selection around my point, which represents this little pot, you can see that I now have a selection that consists mostly of similarly shaped pots. This is exactly the type of navigation where you don't need the original metadata. You don't need to know anything about the object except its photo. But you can use it to see if what you did reflects in the original data. But this act of navigation is based purely on the images themselves. So that means if you have a new image of a pot and you want to know where it fits in your collection and which attributes it probably has, you can use this deep learning approach to instantly find a set of peer objects, quickly, basically speeding up the whole process. So of course there are different methods of navigation. So if I wanted to look at everything related to Egypt, I can click on that and zoom out a bit. And it will show me a single dot within Egypt, as the exact location of these objects wasn't known. Let's say I want to focus on these objects in the Egypt collection. Remove everything else. Now I've got a number of clusters, and I can actually see that this small cluster consists of metal coins. Because of their similar shape, they are all put together into a single group. This cluster, for example, is all rings, and I can use that to navigate even if the metadata is ambiguous. For example, not all of these rings are tagged as ring, but some of them are categorized as rings with seal. Now, exactly these type of ambiguities in the original metadata will always occur, either because you have different standards or you're using different languages. What we're trying to do here is leverage the images, leverage the original data to help you navigate cross-collection and cross-concept by using the things you know and testing them against the things you can validate.